Well, great morning. This morning I pulled cards to see what is in the world of 45 today. And what I get is a lot of bluster, a lot of drama, ramping up more of the QAnon stuff. And so let's go through and see what we have. At the center of it, we have him absolutely blocked mentally, does not want to see, does not want to take in anything, okay? So going into it, we have the women of power. Now, these are the cases that are going on. So right now, he's in mental anguish, although he's not going to tell that to his supporters. Of course, he's the greatest thing on the planet. And this is all lies, all witch hunts. All And so the challenge is the karma that's coming his way. But we see him, the clarification is he's going to be offering up more stuff about this, of course. So above it, we have his supporters rallying. And in going into it, we have, of course, him saying that I'm the best, I'm the greatest, I'm wealthy, yada, yada, yada. And the challenge is to move this forward. His actions that he's taking, okay? Underneath of it, this stuff is moving rapidly, though. Going into it, we have him out there hawking his hawk. And again, talking about these hidden things, the drama that he wants to put out there. We have his overflowing cup underneath of it all. We have the government actions that are happening. And I think this is the illusions and delusions of those like Jim Sock Jordan, okay, Marjorie Trader Green, okay, Bobo the sex kitten, okay, out there with their drama. We have trying to keep the lid on this stuff, the Pandora's box, because it's getting ready to explode. We have what's being birthed with our rules, our laws, etc. We have this out there hawking this stuff. He tries to put this out there about what's going to happen, how it's going to go. This should be ended, according to him, by a new action. That he should be able just to walk away, but we know he's taken this dark path. Okay? Yeah, so we have what? The con man and thief. Here he is in his dark machinations, and we have him here ever trying to be the strong man. It's all fueled by his narcissism, okay? So let's break this down to category. When it comes to mentally, we start out with him, of course, being blocked. Doesn't want to see the truth. He's in a lot of mental pain, which also can cause some physical pain. And so he continues to get out there and fuel whatever he can fuel with his strongman assertions. Okay? Physically, we have him still trying to hold on to power. Okay, and that's it for there. I'm a man of wealth. And his view, of course, is I'm a man of wealth and power, and how dare you do this to me? So when it comes to emotionally, we have his supporters, and we have what he's offering up, and what's being offered up by those like Jim Sock Jordan and everything. All this stuff that's up in the air, and trying to keep the lid on this Pandora's box as he continues to walk the dark road, okay, on his journey. But we have this stuff is moving rapidly. when it comes to those in power, the judges and the DAs, etc., prosecutors. And he is, again, trying to figure a way forward and the actions that he can take. Oh, and I forgot one. Emotionally, his cup is full and it's overflowing with his cup of abominations. Okay, now we look at the nitty-gritty, what's fueling all of this. The major arcana. We have the wheel is turning. Karma's playing out. We have the hidden things and governments reveal that's going to happen. We have our rules, our laws, our regulations that are being put into place, and we have an ending to the dark actions of the narcissist 45. Okay. Also known as the orange buffoon, the mango, Mussolini, duck all orange, take your choice, the Putin puppet, okay? Doesn't matter what you want to call, but yeah. So let's see, let's do a 3-card and just see if there's anything else it's going to say. But he's going to be out there with more buffoonery and, kind of putting out these things like the QAnon, drama. We have democracy, or it could be Biden, okay, and justice. So this has to do with the DOJ and that, democracy, and yeah, Letitia James, etc., the women of power that are now coming up. These cases are coming up. Okay, this is about when he was in the White House, talking about the things for January 6th, and he is trying to overturn the elections, and all of those that were involved in it, the family, all things Magatonian, okay, they're coming out, and we've got their illusion and delusion out there at the foundation of it. Above it, this is moving forward. That's the message. It's on its way. The government is ready with their case. And above it, it's a strong case, and they are under a strong delusion, okay? They are under a strong delusion with this. So let's go ahead and just see what we have with justice. Let's put that in the center and see what it's going to tell us about justice that's coming down the pike. The action is ready to take place. Going into it, these women are not backing down. They are strong in their opinion when it comes to what 45 was trying to sell, his desires, what he was pushing, hawking, the merchant card. They have the past that they're looking at with this, okay? And we have the strongman actions that had taken place, that he had done, trying to strong arm people. And again, this is the buying and the selling. So this is about the case of January 6th and trying to push for the votes above it, wanting to end these things. She is looking at all the information from the past. They have got it gathered and collected, and it is going to lay him out. The challenge for him, for the strong man, this is moving forward, okay? It's on a roll, and the government is ready, okay? They're ready with who was doing what, the buying, the selling, who was pressuring whom, and they want to bring this to its conclusion. Now, let's look here at what was trying to be sold. What was the merchant? What were they hawking? Let's look at this a little deeper and see if it can say. He's not the only one that was calling his perfect phone call, okay, trying to lean on them like a mob boss. Him and his cadre that fueled this, okay? So they were illusional and delusional, and all this stuff was up in the air. And this is, again, the ones that were supportive of that. How it went forward, it's ready to go forward now, and how they wanted to move things forward and to build and construct this ideation. And this is the Pandora's box, okay? So it's about those that were supporting this, that were aiding him in trying to overturn the election by leaning on people. Above it, we have going into it, the manipulations they tried to do, the opportunities they tried to take, try to turn this into something else, and the whole consuming action of that, okay? So they're looking at the whole Pandora's box on who was there, who was aiding this, who was trying to sell this plan to overturn the election, the free and fair election, okay? So I'm going to leave that here, okay? And we'll just have to see what happens with it. Underneath of it all, let's see. We have, this is charging forward. They're looking at what these guys tried to get away with, how they tried to steal the election. All of those that were involved in it, they are feeling at this point backed up against the precipice, okay? And yeah, this is the whole Magatonian clan that was involved in this deception, how they tried to work on it, construct it, put it together, the choices that they made along the way with this. And we have the prosecutors ready to go, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and leave that here, and we'll see you online.